Welcome everyone to Explorers of El Moral. Go get yourself a cup of coffee, maybe a blanket, because today we're traveling together to a cold and faraway place. Our destination, the continent of Mordune. See you there soon. Humongous storms of wild wind, blinding snow, and furious frost have cleared. A new path to the north has reopened. A continent wrapped up in these harsh weathers like a swaddled baby for hundreds, if not thousands of years, is now the new frontier of exploration and adventure. Reopened to the world, a sprawling icy continent, forgotten to time, now buzzes with activity. Join in on a gold rush searching the many ancient ruins and vast chilly landscapes known as the tundras of temptations. Perhaps an old god's smile will shine upon you and grant you new riches or power. Awakened by the resurgence of activity in the tundras of Mordune, the old gods have re-emerged from their long slumber. With a newfound agency, the old gods of the continent have begun to build new followings of mortals to regain power and influence on the land. A wild and harsh landscape filled with indigenous creatures and cultures await you. Explore the 5 bustling cities, study ancient history to become a connoisseur of the local lore, unlock the forgotten magics of an ancient world before the dragon's rule, and discover a conflict that will reshape the continent in its wake. Welcome, adventurers, to the tundras of temptations.
Explorers of El Moral, bound for Mordune shore, 5 heading north through wind and frost to find ancient lovers' lore. They're chasing gold through frost and fog as gods watch from the stars, to runaways and one dumb quest for manhood, guts and scars. They fight, they freeze, they fake brave words, then run as best they can. But gods be damned, they're heading north to find what makes a man.
We're going to move to our first scene in Chapter 1, By Wind and Water. Our adventure begins with the sight of waves churning, the whistling of winds caught by canvas, and a large frigate navigating the choppy waters of the Genrish Ocean. Icy rain pelts the sea's once glassy surface, and a dark gathering of clouds storms the skies. Panning up and around, we see this ship, and we catch the name, the Second Wind, painted in a glimmering gold. The sheen of a thick layer of lacquer glances a reflection, showing a spattering of water caused by the sea spray. Roaring in, a large wave moves past, and our view continues to move closer into the starboard side of the ship. Pressing in, our perspective moves through a circular glass porthole window and into a dimly lit ship interior. The sounds of rough seas fade into the background as we enter, replaced with the sounds of debate and chatter. Gathered around a circular wooden table, sitting on stools, is a group of travelers, passing the time with conversation and a friendly game of cards. The rough seas outside test the strength of the floorboards and ropes, causing squeaky and creaky noises only heard in the breaks of the conversation. And our observations move in closer, getting a view of each character in this scene as they wait out the storm together, anticipating the end of this journey together on the boat. The first person we see sitting at the table is named Auni.
Wearing an elaborate full-body suit of metal, a mix of gray, black, and purplish hues. He's nearly 7 feet tall, with a wide frame and long, somewhat lanky limbs. The man's hands and feet are disproportionately massive compared to his somewhat skinny arms. He is hooded and cloaked, although the size and bulk of his frame allow easy viewing of his face, which seems to be covered in an unusual full face visor, dotted with several tiny glowing holes and angled eye slits. The bulk and unusual shape of his armor looks awkward to move about in, and you imagine it would clank about quite a bit, but his movements are quiet and graceful. It is then you might come to a startling realization: this is not a man covered in metal, but a man made of metal. He, or they, are some kind of advanced automaton built for unknown purpose. One thing is for sure, however, his fists do not look like they are designed for shaking hands, and the cards he is holding are quite small and quite easily crushed if you were to make a wrong move with them. This is Auni. He is a Warforged monk.
Our Warforged monk is here. Next up at this table, we see Dimitri.
Is a young 20-year-old with a striking and intense appearance at around 5'9", exuding a mysterious appearance. He has sharp, chiseled facial features with a fair complexion. He has a beauty mark, like a small little mole under his left eye. There's some light freckles across his nose. He has really short sides, white, tousled, short hair on top. He has piercing green emerald eyes that kind of almost glow in the supernatural light. He wears a dark, high-collared cloak and a form-fitting dark robes that give him a sleek, enigmatic, and powerful presence. He tends to show a nervous energy or a nervous glance as his eyes continue to always be observing and watching his surroundings. He has athletic, sleek build, and if you notice more on his hands, you see he has some sort of cloth wrapped around the top of his hand, and then over that cloth is these gold kind of bracelets that are kind of like runic shaped design, kind of like wrapping around his arms. If you pay a little bit of attention, he tends to kind of press his fingertips together, and you can almost see a hint of arcane magic fizzle through it. And this is Dimitri. He is a human sorcerer.
Human sorcerer with plans for multi-class in the future.
With plans for multi-classing.
We're getting into some cool thematic stuff with your character. Next up at this table, we're going to get into two NPCs before our third character joins us here. Joining this group of new friends here at the table in the bowels of this ship, joined by another player, myself, the Game Master, via these two NPCs, we have Nicolaya Del Cota. More commonly goes by Nico, though. I'll get into him first. So Nico is a human. He was born on a small chain of islands in the northern coasts of eastern Gardenor, on the island called Yasil. He came from a place with a tropical climate very different from the place that we're about to explore in. He is an artificer by trade, a very rare gift among his people. He is a 23-year-old halfling human hybrid, so he is half human, half halfling, but his human traits are more dominant. His mother and father are still alive and live on Yasil. He doesn't have a tragic backstory where his parents are dead. His parents are still alive back at home. He managed to save up enough money for the trip on this boat to this new land, the Tundras of Mordune, by making a couple of magic items for a noble via his trade as an artificer. He plans on exploring Mordune for a while. He wants to find his fair share of the treasure and magic, and then he plans to rest upon his laurels and set up shop in one of the many cities of Mordune. He has a newfound faith and is becoming a worshipper of Farah, the father of fair winds. And while he's exploring, he wishes to visit many of the temples and statues and shrines as well of this god Farah. He's been quoted saying, "Home is nice. It's a safe place, the kind of place where you could start a family and be happy. But something about that makes him want to run away." So he did. Wanderlust took its hold on him, and it doesn't show any signs of letting go anytime soon. So you've all come to know these two NPCs, and these are things that you know about them, just to be clear. This is stuff that you as your characters know this stuff as you've shared time together. For a physical description of Nico, he's average height, human with fair skin, dark brown hair pulled back into a messy bun, a full beard that's neatly trimmed, some light brown eyes. He's got a strong upper body, some leather traveling clothes, some fingerless gloves, a long overcoat, and he does carry around a banjo. It's kind of like a banjo lute hybrid situation. An instrument from his homeland, and for any music nerds out there, this is a octagonal tenor banjo that he carries around. He's of average skill. He's no bard, but he likes to, play this banjo once in a while in his free time. And that's what you know about Nico. Full name Nikolaya Delcota, but Nico for short. And then sitting at the table here on a stool, along with you and Nico, is another NPC. An odd folk to see, but still respected in these lands if they act civil. There's a goblin sitting here at the table with you all playing cards. The next member of this crew here is named Dinkle, and here is what you know about Dinkle. Dinkle is about 19 years old and considered an adult in his heritage. Actually become an adult in Goblin heritage at around 8 or 9 years old. So it seems very early, but he is considered an adult, a adult even though he's 19. He's skinny and short, even for his kind, but he is built with some lean muscle. Dinkle has a round, kind of football-shaped head and a long hooked nose. He's got some large pointed ears as well, kind of droop down a little bit, each one pierced with a single gold earring. His eyes are dark black marbles that match his short and shiny black hair. He wears a worn but proper attire for his station. He's clad in some well-fitted chainmail with darkened links that show careful maintenance, but no showy polish. He wears some armor clearly supplied by wealthier hands, but pared back to like the essential. Utilitarian. He's got a gray woolen surcoat, hemmed with a single thin stripe of a crimson red that hangs past his waist. Its fabric sturdy but unadorned. The surcoat bears no crests, and instead the small threading stripe and a red swatch of color, a mark of his patronage. He's got a worn leather belt that holds a long sword with a scuffed sheath, well oiled. On his hip as well is a hand crossbow, and some scalloped leather bracers guard his forearms. He's got some pants that are simple, charcoal gray trousers of tightly woven wool, cut slim from hip to ankle, a faint royal red stitch running through the outer seam, and the darkened iron links of the chain shirt that he wears forms a snug hauberk ending just below his hips. And then finally he's got some boots that are sturdy, black leather reinforced at the toes, and heels scuffed from miles of travel. What you know about Dinkle here is that he's a hired bodyguard for a noble of a noteworthy family. This family has a good deal of influence on the continent of Gardenor. He's here to serve as a protector and an assistant for this noble, and he has a contract with the noble's family. By all indications, when he's ever been asked about it, the contract he has with the noble family is very lucrative by all indications. He's very happy with the compensation that he receives. You know that Dinkle, he loves to drink, he loves to gamble, he's down to party, he loves a good time. But he does have a moment of seriousness about him once in a while. He hasn't talked much about his past before he started working for the family. If ever asked, he does mention that he has a family, but he won't go into much detail about it. So that's what you know about these two NPCs. And as you're all maybe about to reveal the result of your next hand of cards, suddenly, the cabin door behind you all slams open.
A short, round boy in an embroidered crimson tunic steps in, his boots squelching with seawater, his cloak dragging behind him, a blonde bowl cut still somehow intact. An oversized belt with a dagger he clearly has never used hangs awkwardly off to one side of his hip, and he clears his throat very dramatically. But his face fills with a slight tinge of green. Are we there yet? I don't feel so good. Oh dear. He suddenly clasps his hands over his mouth and runs upstairs to the deck, where he promptly retches over the side of the ship. After a few moments of this, he comes back down, slightly less green.
Looking over at you when you walk into the room, Dinkle, of course, reacts and would come running over to you, making sure that you're okay. That didn't sound like it was very good. And the storm is causing the ship to rock a lot, which is probably contributing to your current situation. Dinkle comes running over. Oh, are you okay? You're gonna be okay. Oh, we're gonna be there soon. Don't worry.
I wanna go home. I don't like this anymore.
We need to go. We need to continue. You know this,
Oh, alright. Who are they? Are they my escorts?
Maybe. We will ask. Hopefully.
Then I shall introduce myself. Then they'll have no choice but to accept.
Yes, my lord. Yes, of course. Please come meet my friends. They're quite nice people.
I step over to the table. Excuse me, good gentlemen.
Yes.
Good evening. My name is Lord Augustine Reginald Thornbottom II, the apparent House of Thornbottom of the Crimson. Ooh. And I barf all over my shoes. Oh no, these were brand new Rose Quest suede.
I wish he was like you. He looks over at you, Auni.
The large man made out of metal tilts his head halfway towards you.
I gulp and take a step back.
He says,
Please do take care to deposit your organic slurry over the side of the boat if possible. If not, please obtain a bucket.
and then he looks back at his cards and he throws them down.
I fold these human games of chance make for decent mental exercise, but I have no aptitude for them.
I think we hear Nico for the first time when you fold chuckle a little bit and go, oh, and I have, let's see here, 4 pair. Fantastic. How about you, Dimitri?
He takes his cards and throws it on the table. Just a full house.
I can never get a read on you. While that's all happening, Dinkle will relieve himself from the table and say, I shall go fetch the boy a bucket. This is a good idea.
Dimitri will then turn to the boy, and his hands flicker, and kind of like a spark, and then a wind, and he will prestidigitacious the throw up and vomit away. You might need some good fresh air. Might help.
Right, that's good advice. Thank you, Mr.
Name's Dimitri.
Mr. Dimitri.
That's right, Dimitri.
Apologies for not being out much. I don't really like boat rides. They don't make me feel very good.
I've always thought to put my hand on my temple and just kind of massage a little bit. Kind of helps a little bit. Might help.
Here's your bucket, my lord.
Oh, thank you very much, Stinkle. Like this?
Not too hard. Just massage, just a little bit, like in little circles.
Oh, this feels nice.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh, Dinkle, are we there yet?
3 days. 3 days.
3 whole days? That's a long time, Dinkle. What are we supposed to do for 3 more days? We've only been here for so long.
Dinkle could read you stories again.
But you always say the same stories over and over again.
We will get new stories when we land.
Okay, I'm tired. My feet hurt. I don't feel good. And that robot keeps looking at me.
I am not a robot.
What did you call yourself again?
My name is commonly phoneticized to Auni. You may use use that name.
Almy?
Yes, Auni.
Guess my name's a little long too. You can call me Gus.
Well, Gus, I believe you stepped over here wishing to offer a proposal.
A proposal? Oh, right. I would like you all to accompany me on my journey to become a man. I've never been away from home before. And, so I'm supposed to go over to this new place and, I don't know, get scars and stuff.
Just scars?
Well, my daddy says that I can't become a man unless I have a scar on me.
Daddy also says you need to complain less too.
I'm not complaining.
You were.
No.
You
No.
You were.
I cross my arms and I pout.
If we help you, is there potential reward?
A reward?
You see Dinkle's shaking his head. Yes, he's like shaking like.
Yes, you may call me His Grace Lord Augustine Reginald Thornbottom II, heir apparent of the House Thornbottom of the Crimson Vales, scion of the Thornbottom lineage, bearer of the Rose Crest, warden of the Western Vineyards, holder of the Silver Quill of Weatherly, and the first bloom in the Crimson Rose, de facto steward of the Philosopher's Pool, honorary lieutenant of the Stone Brace Alumni Scroll, and the sole custodian of the Velvet Satchel of Legacy. Yes, I have a reward. Dinkle, what's the reward?
Dinkle starts pointing somewhere around your belt pouches and starts poking at it with a little slender finger.
I offer you a great reward for making me a man.
Allow me to clarify. You've been sent to this land to obtain injury, and if we assist you in obtaining injury, you will grant us a reward.
Oh, wait, that's not what I said. Wait, Dinkle, I didn't say that.
That's exactly what you said.
Please don't hurt me. I just need a scar.
I did not say I was going to hurt you, boy. You are a child, correct? I am not misinterpreting the situation. You're merely a small human.
Well, I'm not a child. Well, I'm not a man either. But I'm not a child. I'm just small for my age.
Auni looks to Dinkle for some level of confirmation.
Dinkle's answer / reaction would be a kind of wry smile and a I don't know, go with it face.
If you wish to obtain a scar, you need to obtain injury first.
And Auni will kind of pull back part of his cloak and reveal a large part of his torso that is clearly chipped and broken off.
My jaw drops, my eyes widen. Gobsmacked! Someone walloped you!
Are we just showing scars now?
Boy, you got them too?
Dimitri sighs. That's why I wrap my hands.
Wow, you got manhood on your whole hands. And what about you? I look over to Nico.
Nico, he like thinks about it. He looks at his hands, and he's looking around at his. He's just like making his own visual confirmation. Then he's like, only mentally.
Does that still count for manhood?
Well, what say you all? I could use a few more gold coins in my pockets. This young lad is offering us all a job, it seems.
I mean, I need the money, so a contract's a contract.
And Dinkle here has been quite a fine companion, to be honest with you.
Can we negotiate the terms of service? Because I don't like pain. And I'm very partial to my feathered mattress.
Oh, I don't know if...
You do know where we're going, right? If you want to become a man...
Not really. My dad just kind of put me on this boat. Daddy thinks that wherever I'm going is going to make me a man. And if it doesn't, he said not to come back.
One of those.
The likelihood of feather mattresses at our destination is quite low.
What if we promise to get you one if we can? Would that do?
Alright. Well, How much walking is it gonna be? Does anyone know?
Walking, you mean how much, like, we have to walk?
Like, how much do we got to move around?
We have a whole continent to kind of walk.
A whole continent? Is that like... How many castles is that?
This boat docks in Drift City. There we shall depart from the boat. I am not entirely sure what your intended destination after Drift City is.
I don't know. I was hoping that you would know.
Dinkle butts in and is like, Lord Gus, we have one place, remember?
Well, yeah, but... I whisper in his ear. I thought we weren't supposed to talk about that one.
Well, I mean, we can certainly talk about going to it.
Oh, right. Yes, right. We do have a place to go.
And where is that?
Think, was it the north one? North Star?
Yes, brilliant, yes.
The
yes.
North Star. I mean, North Star. North Star. My dad says that if I go there, I'll become a man.
Well, I guess we can take you there, and hopefully you'll become a man as soon as we get there, or before.
You'll take me all the way there?
I mean, it's a contract. Of course I have to fulfill a contract if I've taken a contract, no matter what.
All right. I whispered to Dinkle again. They didn't ask me to sign nothing on neither.
I can put something together if you want me to. Perhaps a gentleman's agreement with a handshake is all they require.
Oh, right. I seen him do this. I spit on my hand. All right. You've got yourself a deal.
Dimitri looks at you like, what? And how much gold are we talking?
I count on my hand. 25 gold? 25 gold?
Make it 30 and you have a deal.
30 gold? Do I have 30 gold? Fine. You have yourself a deal. 30 gold. And I'll be a man.
Is it 30 gold pieces, common currency, each? Or total? Split between all parties?
Each. I mean, I was expecting 30 gold.
30 gold is nothing to me. Of course. I say with some hesitant bravado.
Dinkle's shaking his little head up and down.
Auni looks to Nico and says,
Nico, did you have a map of Mordune?
I have one with the major cities, and that is all. But it should do.
Does it have this North Star on it?
No, it does not. A good boy, young man. Do you know where this is, or will we need to ask around when we land?
I look at Dinkle with concern. I don't know where it is. I thought you knew where it was.
You do know that we've never been here before, right? This is a brand new first time that they've even allowed anyone to come this far north.
What? I'm hiring you to find it for me.
If it is a settlement, it cannot be too hard to ascertain its location from asking the locals.
Sure, once we get to port, we could ask around.
Very well, human child. For 30 gold pieces, I will escort you to this North Star,
along with, and he looks around the table,
our companions.
I ball my hands up and put them next to my face and give a little squeal in excitement. It's official! We're adventurers! We did it! Dinkle, I'm gonna become a man!
Dinkle gives you a fist bump and then looks over at the newly formed party with maybe a little bit of pain in his eyes. but
Insight check.
a look of like, thank you. Perhaps I won't have to deal with him alone anymore. You want to insight check, Dinkle? Go for it. Go for it.
I rolled a 11. Yeah.
11. Pretty much what I described.
Yeah.
He's not hiding anything, other than he's trying to hide from Gus. That he's like looking at you with the like eyes of a parent when they need relief from the other parent. And he sees that coming soon, so it's a mixed emotions look.
I think Dimitri looks over at Nico and gives him a look of, did we just agree to do this? Really?
Yeah, Nico looks over at you and he just kind of sighs. It's like, well, as I said before, I really could use some more gold in my pocket. And perhaps this place isn't too far. If it is too far, we will just simply part ways. But I don't know about you, but I am quite ready to get my feet onto dry land.
And a bed would be nice. That's not rocking.
Yes, dry land and a proper inn. Dry land and a proper inn. It seems to be the one thing on my mind. The food here could be worse, of course, but it leaves much to be desired.
You know, we could do is I can take more of your money by beating you at cards. That's always fun.
Ooh, don't you threaten me with a good time, sir.
Just saying.
Perhaps one of you can explain to me why the Joker in this game that we've been playing sometimes beats the king. I thought king was the highest rank among humans, but then sometimes it doesn't, depending on the circumstances. I do not understand it.
Well, perhaps that is because the Joker can tell a joke and it can land, or it can fall.
Or flop.
I'm gonna leave right now, because I'm gonna go try on my armor and make sure it all fits me.
Okay.
Dinkle, come on, let's go play dress up. And I run off into my room with a little hop and skip.
Dinkle slams the rest of his drink on the table and then scuttles away. Oh boy.
Is 30 gold a lot? I have poor concept of human currency.
Seems to be easy gold. I think we could have asked a little more, but I didn't want to push it.
If you ask me, we get into town, we take the young boy's money as soon as we plop him on a random caravan that's going to take him there, and we see him on his way with his nice little bodyguard goblin. Does that sound reasonable to you all?
Our agreement was to take the boy to North Star.
Yeah, once I accept a contract, I have to make sure it's done.
Suit yourselves.
Bingo, how does this one look? Like a man?
Yes,
Maybe a bit too rotund in the belly.
next piece.
Dingle, can you unlace me? I can't reach it.
You continue to hear that for a bit. Eventually, a young ship hand is going to poke their head into the room. Led by tiefling horns, a humanoid in features other than their short stubby horns, some shaggy, kind of medium-length brown hair, and a kind of oval-shaped head pokes into the doorway. Captain has asked me to come tell you all. The storm has begun to show its end. The skies will be grey for a few more hours, but our ride will be greatly improved soon. We can all breathe easily now that Farah has granted us safe passage. And the ship hand then reveres a pendant that they wear around their neck. A pendant of silver metal forged into some swirling winds. They touch this with like a unconscious touch. Seems that the storm has passed, and the characters are now looking to arrive in Drift City after 3 more days. The rest of the conversations here continue, and you all look back on the days you've shared together in the ship, and particularly the dicey days during the storm. You also talk about the plans you have when you arrive in the new frontier, excitedly talking about the things you might find, the adventures that await. And at the end of these conversations, before our scene ends, we hear Nikolaya, or Nico, call over to Dimitri. When we arrive, and I have more gold, I'm going to take you up on that game. And I truly have enjoyed all of your company on this trip. I would love to adventure with you all and the boy. I have a few contacts in the city myself. What do you say? Let's make this a proper group. And the party here forms as more games of cards in the lower decks of this ship sway in the slightly stormy seas. And that is where our scene ends. After this scene, we will flash to the group arriving on the docks of Drift City to begin their adventures in the tundras of Mordune in the world of El Moral. And thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure to like and subscribe. And check out our Patreon, YouTube, and Instagram page. See you all next time on Explorers of El Moral.